What's up, Wick? How you doing? Check this guy out, Wick. You back from vacation? River Downs. Nice. Nice. Okay, check this guy right here. Two faces looking at each other. I see a big old mask right here, like this is a horn coming over a face. Like this is his cutaway. This is his nose, there's his eye, there's his mouth, there's his chin. There's a bunch of faces in this thing. Big old smiley face. See his smile on his nose, and his eyes are wearing a headdress. So look for a crying man face here. There's his eye, and that's his tear. There's his nose, there's his mouth, there's his chin. A big face. His other eye's probably over there. You see the tears coming down his eye. Right there. Ah. Yeah, that's a crazy one right there. So I found these today. I wanted to show these off. So that bird I found a couple days ago, but you see how it's a duck sitting on the water? A big old duck head. It looks like it's floating on the water. So there's an idea of the shape of the duck. You see the duck's head, and it looks like it's floating on top of the water. Right? So that shape right there Now, watch this one. I found one today that's almost exactly the same thing but smaller. With a different kind of a shaped head, but okay, watch this bird. This is the same. Look at this guy. It's the exact same shape, only a different kind of a bird, kind of, with his wing. So watch this face right here. Look at the face on the side right there. Look at the eye, nose, mouth, chin. He's looking to the side. So he's wearing this as his headdress. But watch this face right here, Wick. There's a really good one right here. So right there, where my thumb is, right there's his eye, there's his nose, this is part of his mouth, and he's wearing this as his headdress. But I gotta get the angle right to see him. Hold on. He's right there. So you got this guy, and you got this guy, and then you got something up here which looks like a bird. Yeah, I gotta clean it. It's I pulled this out of the river this morning. I got this morning when I was washing my dog in the river. I took my dog for a bath, and I found this bird. That's kind of why I'm doing this live stream today, is because I want to show these birds I just found. I found this bird. Watch this one. So he's got a little beak right here, and it looks like it's got a little mark like a pigeon has on the nose right there. So there's the bird shape right here. And then when I flip this one over, watch his face right here. I won't focus. So you see his face? It won't focus real good. The live stream's kind of sucking on focusing it. I wish I could hold it better where it would you can see it. So look, there's going to be some ghost faces down in this one too, watch. All down in here is going to be some ghosts. I saw a few of them in there. See one guy there. Another guy there. So yeah, I found that bird, and I found this weird one. I just kind of like the shapes of this one, because it comes down to like a triangle, and it has like a bird kind of a feel this way. But it has like a wedge to it. See how it's got a big V at the bottom? I'm not sure what this thing is, to be honest with you. I just kind of picked it up because of the shape. like a perfect triangle here, like a, see the shape of it? It just had a weird shape to it, a weird feel. Could be a mammoth trunk. Or a bird. My first thought was bird. But it sits like that. Oh, I found this bird today. This little guy. He's just a little dude. Nothing great. An otter? That's very possible. The shape of his head. Hey, you want to see something cool here, Wick? Watch this. When you talk about otter, tell me what you think this one is. Okay, we'll start at the bottom. We'll work our way up to the top. And right there, I want you to look right there where my hand is. What's that head right there? So I was thinking squirrel or rabbit because it looks like it has an ear. What is that thing? See at the top, it's got that little, this part right here, it could be an antler, I guess. Or it could be an ear for a rabbit. So you picture a man's head wearing that as the top of his headdress. But I'm not sure. A lion? You think that's a lion right there? Dude, I was thinking rabbit or squirrel. You're thinking like killer stuff. It's possible, I guess. I gotta get, feedback. I don't know. Look at this alien looking face right here. Look at that guy. He does this too. Big old smile this way. Okay, Wick, what was I going to show you? I forgot. Oh, I forgot what I was going to show you, buddy. Yelling man face on a bird head. Man wearing a hat with a bird. So look for his eye. That could be the yelling man face for a face right there. Or that hole will be an eye, nose, mouth, chin, and then the bird head hat dress. So he's wearing a bird hat for his head. The man here with a mouth, eye, nose, mouth, chin, and bird head. This is an awesome bird head. Look at that. You see his little eye pecked in and everything? Yeah, I like this one. It's real thin too. Real thin blade on it. That's not what I was going to show you. I forgot what I was going to show you. Look at that bird. This big guy. I forgot what I was going to show you. Found this one yesterday. A vulture. Now tell me if this is a bird this way. So there's his wing. There's his head. Looks like a crow. There's other stuff going on with this one. I'm going to turn him around. Show you the other side now. There's this, that looks like a snake on the back. There's a bird head this way too. You see the eye? And then when you do this to him, there's a bird coming at you this way, kind of. That looks like a raven or a crow. So this one's pretty cool because it looks like a snake, and it's got some other stuff going on with it too. I like to turn them all the different directions to see what they do. You might see a snake here, or maybe like an alligator head. Snake head this way. Possible snake. Stand it vertically, like this. So it could be a snakehead eating the egg too, look. That could be a giant egg with a snake eating it. Coming up over the top. Like I'm holding the snake's neck and his mouth got the egg in it. See that right there, the egg in the snake's mouth? It's kind of abstract, but the mouth's kind of too far back under him, but... Oh, check this one out. Here's a man eating the egg. So you see how this looks like it could be a mouth? It's really a mouth full of an egg. There's his eye, and his other eye's there. There's his nose, there's his mouth, there's his chin. Right here. It's a mouth full of an egg. It looks like it could be a mouth, just a regular mouth. No, that's a mouth with an egg inside of it. He's eating it. See his eye right there? There's his nose, and there's his mouth. Elephant? That's very possible. Faces in the Stone saw this one earlier and said it was an elephant too. That eye could be a big bird head. I don't know what that. That dot could be something else too. What other one was I going to show? Oh, I found this one. This little guy. Check the shape of him out. So he's just like a real little bird. Look at his little beak right there. This one's kind of abstract, so it's more like a little small, like a little pocket bird. That'd be his wing. His head. It's not a great one, but it looked better when it was under the water. I don't know if you saw this one yet, Wick. We can talk about some mammoths. So check this dude out. Tell me how many ways you're going to see an elephant here. There's a hole here. So look for a big old beefy trunk coming down. This is his front leg, this is his back leg, and that'd be his tail right there where that hole is. So tail, back leg, front leg, head, elephant trunk. Eye's probably up there. Okay, watch this now. Here's another one this way. Big old elephant eye here. Trunk coming down and curling over under the hole. Elephant eye. Looks like there's a face right there with the hole. Face, elephant eye. That could be his tusk. Trunk. Okay, watch this elephant right here. Elephant trunk coming down. There's his eye. There's his front. Well, this is his tusk. Because there's two holes. See, there's two holes right there. One's for his trunk. That one's for his tusk. So he's got two holes. There's a face right here on his backside. So yeah, you see his head coming down. There's his trunk. That hole's for his tusk. So this part is his tusk. And then this is his front leg. And that might be his back leg and his tail back here. So he might be standing up too. Yeah, there's his other eye, look. And his ear. Hold on. So there's his other eye right there. Right here's his other eye. So you got one eye, two eye, trunk. He's drinking water down here with his trunk in the water. A reflection of himself. So that way and this way is the same thing, you're saying? Big as he just looks beefy. And then I saw one this way. Okay, here's a monster. Here's the massive one. There's his eye. Here's his head. His trunk's coming up under his mouth from this direction. See there? And again, it's over the hole. There's the trunk of the hole. And his tusk might be on the other side too, but there's his eye for this way. Yeah, that's a good point, buddy. I never really thought about that. That's a great thought. I'm glad you mentioned that, because now I'll be able to look for that, and I'll be able to recognize that now. I appreciate that one. Now that makes a lot of sense to me too, what you just said. A lot of sense. So let's see if there's any faces down in there. Should be. Here we go. There's one right here. One right there. Yeah, this is a wild one. So it could be a trunk coming up and like he's trumpeting. Oh wow, it could be a face right there. Open mouth, nose, eye with a weird headdress. Hold it right. Yeah, dude, I really appreciate that help, because that opened like a whole lot of stuff to me right there. Here I got another one double. Look. Where is it? I think I got another double one right here somewhere, if I can find it. It should be right here. Here it is. Okay, watch this one, Wick. So both those holes are open. So you're going to have one at the top. One at the top. That looks like an open mouth yelling man face. Look at his, you see his eye and his nose and his mouth right there? So yeah, there's an elephant there over the hole. If you turn it this way, I guess that's a man more so than an elephant trunk. There's one on the back side. Yeah, I like this one too. Double holes. Fishing net sinker. You see how the holes are always real close to the edge on the top? So they can tie it right here and it hang right. So hang the fat part would be hanging in the water. Something I've noticed, they always like to put the holes near the edge. I got a lot of fishing net sinkers that have that on them. Like this one here. See how the hole is right near the top, near the edge? You want to try one? This guy's cool. So he looks like a squirrel or a beaver. Something from the side there. You got a worm dangling off one. Look at that hummingbird. Let's picture a hummingbird with his beak. This one does all kinds of stuff. If you're gonna get a skull, there's a face right here in the tip. So it looks like a giant turtle head when I hold it like this. Watch, with his mouth open. Right here. So picture his eye, his nose, and his mouth, like he's coming up out of his shell. He's getting ready to eat you. See the turtle head? Eye, nose, mouth. Scraper? Shaft scraper or something? Yeah. Oh, this one's awesome though. It's got all kinds of faces in it too. And you can actually turn it this way too, and it looks like a mask. Like picture a person with his chin, his nose, his eyes are set back in the mask, and he's wearing like a snake for a headdress up there. So you picture a snake head with a fang, a snake hat for the man's face right here. Yeah, this one's pretty wild. It does a lot of crazy stuff. This reminds me of this side looks like a squirrel or a chipmunk or a beaver with his big teeth. Big old beaver head. Look at this guy right here. Spin it? I don't know if I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. This is a nice one. I don't want to. I mean, that's not a real big beefy piece of rock, is it? I don't want to spin that one. I'll pass on it. Here, I'll do it on this one. I'll do it on this one. Look at that. Same thing. So this one, I looked at this one. It looked like a kind of a skull right here. Yeah, maybe on a stick. Now look for the open mouth of the snake here, with his jaws open. There's his mouth open. There's his eye, and there's his other eye. You see this? You see how it looks like a mouth open? It could be a fish too, though, but I was thinking snake. Yeah, this is kind of a wild looking one. Yeah, did I show you the cow? The buffalo calf? So look here. It sits perfectly flat like this. If I can get the surface to be flat. Okay, see how it's sitting? See the shape of his back? His body's like a blocky body shape. So there's his eye and his head right there. So picture a buffalo, like a cow. The shape of a buffalo calf. Okay, watch what happens when I turn him. Okay, watch him now. See the shape of him? You see the chin, headdress? Watch this guy right here. Let me get the angle right. Right. Lighting's not working here. Can't get the focus the way I want to. And the lighting isn't working real good. I think the sun's going down and it's starting to hurt me here. Just picture a man wearing a big old headdress. That's his chin. You'll see one of his eyes there, his other eyes there, his nose, his mouth. And then there's the cow. So the cow does some stuff too, watch. There's going to be some cool faces in him. Let me see. There's a man right at the bottom. Oh, here he is. I gotta get him lined up right there. Right on here somewhere. Just get him lined up. There he is. Okay, I think I got him now. Alright, that's enough for the cow. What else is cool that I got here? Wick, I don't know if you saw this guy with the shell for the eye. There's a seashell right there. And it makes a face when you hold it this way. Seashell makes an eye, nose, mouth, chin. Hey Wick, have you ever seen a tree frog? Have you ever found a tree frog yet? There's his front leg, there's his eye and his head, there's the back of his body. So I want you to imagine a tree frog standing on top of a rock, getting ready to jump. When you turn it, there's going to be some elephant stuff going on with this one too. You're going to see some elephants with a trunk. You might see some fish faces. I'll hold it this way. There's your fish with its tail. There's another elephant right there. Fish on this side, same fish. See his face is the same. Fish, fish, tail. Turtle coming out of a shell. Turtle head right there. Shell, turtle head, shell. Mammoth, trunk. Eye, trunk, mouth. Another mammoth. Then the tree frog again. And then face with nose. Yeah, this thing does a mammoth about 3 different ways. If you're looking at mammoth, right there's one. Here's one. Here's another one with it sticking right out at you. And that tree frog's awesome. That's the only one I've ever found, and I think it's a tree frog. See his little front leg? So that hole is where his leg's standing there. He's getting ready to jump off that rock. This one blew my mind when I saw that frog. It took me a long time to figure that hole is his front leg. And he's getting ready to jump off. But if you've ever seen a tree frog, that's exactly what they stand like. The shape, everything about him is a tree frog. His little eye. Yep. This is one of my favorite rocks right here. It's just there's a face right here with a nose, mouth, eye, and a weird trunk on the side of his head. Any way you twist it, there's a face. Any way you look at it, it'll do something. I mean, it's got a turtle, a tree frog, an elephant. I mean, how many other things could it have? That's a hell of a combination, I think. A mammoth, a tree frog, and a turtle. A couple snake or bird kind of snaky heads here. That one's kind of birdy and snaky. There's a nice bird. Bird head, scraper. Not a bird head. This is a big old bird head. Look at this one. This one's got a cool, like, looking like a snake wearing a robe or something. Look at this thing. And there's his face right here at the bottom of that looking. That thing is wild looking right there, whatever that is. This side it looks like a bird. I don't know if you're still in here, Wick. I don't know if you saw this guy yet. With the purple shell. So his nose has got a purple fossil shell in there, but it's really cool color. Purple. So this dude's got a face down inside this hole right in here. There he is. Get the angle right. Got one dude looking this way. And another one almost straight on inside there. It looks like there's one on the tip here too. Looks like might be something pecked into this. The more I look, it could have a face in it. Here's another bird I found yesterday. That's a cool one. Nice shape on this one. Very defined. Eye picked out real well. That's a nice birdstone right there. Ooh, you want to see a mammoth? There's another one with the tusk. Double holes. So the one hole's for the trunk, the other hole's for his tusk. And there's his eye up there in the white. You can almost see his body up on the top of there too, like his legs. Yeah, that's a big boy. That is a big boy. Look at the face in him. Let's see. He's got a big old face. So I finally brought this fossil home from yesterday. I don't know if there's a face in it, but if there is, it's right there. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. The rest of it's just a bunch of dots. But it could be a face right there. If there's any faces, it's right, going to be right in that thing. But I'm not sure. It might be just a fossil. Check this guy out inside the rock. So there's a little man inside that hole right there. I want you to imagine there's a man sitting inside this rock, and this whole rock is his helmet. The whole rock is his headdress. He's right there. So he can only peek out of this little hole. Like, imagine he's got a hoodie and it's tied up all tight around his head. So you can't even see his ears, his forehead, his chin, nothing. All you see is just his little face peeking out of the hoodie hole. So he's got that hoodie tied so tight that all he sees is just a little hole to peek out. So you got to imagine he's wearing a headdress, and he's inside the rock. It's like a helmet, a huge costume, huge rock helmet headdress. He's in there. He's in there. He's looking out at you right now. He's been waiting like 10,000 years to peek out of this hole for somebody to see him. And there he is. He's looking right at you. Yep. He had to wait for us to invent the internet and YouTube, and he had to wait for my dumbass to go out there and find him. And now he can be shared with everyone. It might be upside down. There might be another one this way. Or sideways. Looks sideways. Nope. It's definitely right there though. Definitely a man in there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It took me years to even figure out they put faces in these holes like that. That's something, if you don't know that there's a face in that hole, if you're not trained to even look for that face, you're never going to see that. People would never know that there's a face in that hole unless you knew that there was one there. I mean, you might stumble across it, but I doubt it. Right here. Hmm. Oh, mammoth. Well, I guess I'm gonna shut this thing down. I basically just wanted to show these new birds I just got today. This one's pretty cool. What happens this way? Oh, this is like a huge bird heading this way. Like this is the crest of his head. This is his eye up here. Wow, look at that. That's a whole different looking bird. What is that? That looks like a dinosaur bird or something. Pterodactyl. That big thing on the back of his neck. Doesn't that look like a dinosaur bird? Crazy. There could be a big bird this way too. Focus is going away. Check out this mammoth. We've got a man right there peeking out of the hole. So there again, he's wearing a headdress, he's peeking out of the hole. That's his hoodie. Only see his eye, part of his cheek and his part of his nose right there. He's just peeking out. Alright. Running out of rocks from yesterday. This dude's awesome right here. Ghost face, this is his headdress. There's a little dude right there. He's wearing a big ass headdress. This ghost is cool right here. Alright, buddy, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were still here. I'm just sitting here being all quiet. I'm trying to figure out how to do a highlight. I don't know what I'm doing on these live streams. I appreciate you stopping by, Wick. You take care, man. You have a good night. I'll see you next time, buddy. Okay. I think I might shut this down. I gotta smoke my bowl. I packed that bowl, didn't even smoke it yet. Might be in trouble because I don't see my lighter. Without my lighter, I'm not smoking nothing. Alright, well, if anybody's watching, you guys have a good night. I will see you on the next one. Oh, check this little bird out. Look for a little face in there. There's a little bird head. See his little wings? And his tail? It's so small I can't even hold it. There's the little face. See his open mouth and his nose is too high. And then there's the bird. Ah, screw it. Trust me, there's a little bird right there. Alright, you guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping. Peace.